We begin today with a quote from the Upanishads, a reminder about their view of pratyahara. Know the soul as riding in a chariot, the body as the chariot. Know thou the intellect as the chariot driver, and the mind as the reins. The senses, they say, are the horses, the objects of sense, what they range over. One who has not understanding, whose mind is not constantly held firm, whose senses are uncontrolled, are like the vicious horses of a chariot driver. One, however, who has the understanding of a chariot driver, one who reigns in their mind, one who reaches the end of the journey, finds the highest place of Vishnu. So, control. Palms together, heel of the hand touches at the pinky and the thumb. Spread the fingers wide like a little chalice, sometimes called Padma Mudra, to receive the nectar of pranayama. And a reminder that the lotus flower grows beautiful, fragrant, lightly above all the mucky base that it grows out of. A symbol of how our own spirituality blossoms, blooms, and flowers, shines, radiates, but we're never disconnected from the material base out of which we grow. So today we're going to do, again, Ujjayi Viloma 1, interrupted inhale, and Surya Bedana, open nostril, narrow nostril, and then with Antar Kumbhak. So get your seat, lift up, tuck your chin, establish a few restorative breaths. So we're going to do a minute or so in each one of these techniques, first with open nostril, then with partially closed nostril, then with Antar Kumbhak. First we'll do Ujjayi, then we'll do Viloma, and then we'll do Surya Bedana, and those will be continuous cycles. Of course, common sense says if you're having any difficulty or if you're new, take a restorative breath of more than one between the cycles. Otherwise, this is the challenge to see how do we move to continuous cycles and use our skill level to refine the breath and maintain equanimity. So tuck the chin, and we go. On your next exhale, new cycle is going to begin. Ujjayi inhale, slow, soft, smooth, deep, from bottom to brim. Fill yourself up and match it. Visamvriti, the same as Samavriti, same wave, same frequency, same technique. Slowly exhale. And keep that up for the next minute. Quietness is the master of the deed. You've heard me say that pranayama is the ultimate in non-aggression, so do not force yourself in any way. No forcible restraint of your mind. The mind will settle down of its own accord as you continue to focus your attention back on your breath. This is your opportunity to begin your journey into stillness and silence, which will be culminated in sitting practice. Now, on your next cycle, raise your hand, narrow the nostrils, and breathe Ujjayi, inhale, making the sibilant sound but noiseless at the same time. Wide nostril exhale. Now you're on your own for the next minute. Mr. Iyengar uses the phrases Daigya as horizontal, Aroha as vertical, and Vislata as circumferential, to remind you that when you're doing your breathing, watch how it lifts upwards, watch how it moves laterally, and watch how it spirals around your body. Now remember, when you're sitting, the back is free, so you have to make the breath three-dimensional, so it fills you not just upwards and sidewards, but also backwards. And now you coordinate that. And after the next round of partially closed inhale, open exhale, smooth flow. Don't break the continuity. Now we're going to add Antar Kumbhak. So you inhale through the narrowed nostrils, Ujjayi, and then you hold the breath. It could be a 6 count, it could be an 8 count, it could be a 10 count, whatever is comfortable without forcing, and open the nostrils wide and slowly, smoothly, softly, silently exhale. Now you're on your own. Narrow the nostrils, do your Ujjayi, slow, soft, smooth, silent inhale. At the end of the inhale, you pause, you wait, and you count. You feel it percolating, but don't do it to the person where it's bursting and you can't wait to get rid of it. Smoothly, softly, silently, slowly exhale your breath and work that way for the next minute. Remember that nerves are the most affected by pranayama compared to asana, where you could say it's more musculoskeletal, or physiology, the soft tissue, but the prana goes directly to the nerves. Don't traumatize yourself. If you would find pranayama to be a sheltering type of monastery to go into to counter the scorching heat of the suffering in life, then you have to do this with skillful means. Finish the round that you're working on, and then do one more partially closed Ujjayi inhale with Antar Kumbhak, internal retention at the end. Smooth open nostril exhale, and then go back to restorative breaths. All right, the second technique will be Viloma 1, open nostril first, narrowed nostril second, and then adding Antar Kumbhak third. So I'll guide you through the first one, and then you're on your own. On your next exhale, get ready. New cycle is going to begin. Reestablish your chin lock. And now, after you exhale, inhale a little bit. Wait. Inhale again. Wait. Inhale a third time. Wait. Inhale again. Wait. Exhale, smooth, slow, soft, silent. All right, you're on your own. Every inhale is broken into segments, equal intervals between the inhale. Every exhale, open nostril, let it go, and practice that for 1 minute. I love that image of a sheltering monastery, that your practice is like going on retreat. So you have to make that time sacrosanct to you. Bring clarity to it. Cooperate with yourself. Then you get comprehension, and eventually maybe some kind of completion if you work through the stages. What are the stages? First for health, then for skill and action, then to integrate everything into your life, and then finally, of course, yoga says liberation. We're here to try to free ourselves from whatever we feel bondage, wherever we feel a slave to something, to let that go. All right, second technique, without breaking rank. As you go into your next inhale, narrow the nostrils. So you inhale through partially open nostrils, and you wait. You do it a second time, breathe in. You wait. You do it a third time, you breathe in. You wait. You do it a fourth time, you breathe in. You wait, and you hold Antar Kumbhak. You can drop your hand, and then slowly exhale without loss of height or girth in your chest, and begin repeating narrow nostril, Viloma 1, interrupted. Do it a few times, 3 or 4, depending on what you can do. And then Antar Kumbhak, you hold it. And then a smooth exhale when you're ready to go. And work that way for another minute or so. Practicing for me always means challenging my own ignorance, surveying whatever I might think are the problems of my life rather than avoiding them. Because if I don't survey it, I don't know what direction to take. Maybe I've never gazed so deeply into my own psychic substratum, but that's what it is. Gazing into the darkness and learning something, illuminating it by bringing awareness there. Now we're going to add Antar Kumbhak. So on the next cycle, you breathe in with the interrupted rhythm. You take a breath, you wait. Take a little more breath, you wait. Take a breath again and wait. If you got any more, fourth one, wait. And now hold the breath without shaking. Firm. Sthira. And then smoothly exhale, slowly, softly, and go back to your restorative breath. Third and final round. Surya Vedana. After your next exhale, raise your hand, block the left, open the right, and inhale. Block the right, open the left, and exhale. You're on your own. Repeat for the next minute or so. Stimulate the solar channel. Although long inhale in general is much more the Ha or the solar principle, an interrupted inhale gives you an opportunity to build more inhale on a given cycle, and then Surya Vedana is one more aspect of how to energize yourself. This is the vitality that we need to keep up in life. Remember, the vitality of a vital person vitalizes, so it's not only you who get the benefit, but your environment will be charged. Now, without breaking stride, we're going to shift into the same technique, inhale right, exhale left, but we're going to do it with partially closed nostrils. So after your next exhale through the left nostril, you block the left, but now you partially close the right and you inhale. Then you block the right and you open left and exhale. Continue that rhythm for the next minute. Narrow right nostril inhale, open left nostril exhale. See the subtlety, what happens when you narrow the nostrils. Remember, yoga and the power of your intention creates what we call a success system that never fails. It gives you knowledge, it explains the theory behind why you're doing what you're doing. It gives you technique, it shows you the method, and then it gives you inspiration to aspire to a higher bar and attract to yourself that which is best so that your next most radiant self can emerge. After the next cycle, we're going to add the final component, which is the Antar Kumbhak. So you block the left, you partially close the right, you inhale your breath there. You can either hold your hand, you can drop it, and you wait, and you count 6, 8, 10, and then you block the right, you open the left, and you exhale. All right, you're on your own, continuous cycles. Partially closed right nostril inhale. When you're comfortably full, you wait and hold the breath, Antar Kumbhak, internally. You feel it percolating, but stop before your body rebels or trembles. And then you block the right, you exhale left when you're ready, and you do that for the next minute. Remember that learning or being a student is as much an art form as teaching is. And the whole idea in yoga is to continue to develop yourself until you attain. Don't stop. Anything less than the pristine clarity of your own perception, that's not it. You got to practice as if that's all there is. Learning how to be clear, precise, fresh. See every detail. Nothing escapes. Now you can do one more round of partially closed right nostril inhale, Antar Kumbhak, internal retention, and then slowly block right, open left, exhale. When you finish that cycle, drop your hand down again, take a few restorative breaths diaphragmatically, and And before you come back to your daily life, this is the time to recommit yourself to seeking new levels of reality and knowing that your practice accumulates forces of purity and helps you cultivate generosity, loving kindness, and insight. Peace be with you all.